What's up, Wikimaniacs? If any ICE agents are listening, I just wanted to say, F you. Reddit on Wiki starts now.
Get therapy.
What's going on, Wikimaniacs? Welcome back to another Friday Am I the Asshole episode. I'm your host here, Josh. Joined with me are my two co-hosts, John and Sean. Back at it.
What's up?
Don't even bleep that. Say that out loud.
I'll bleep it just on YouTube.
Oh, that's true.
We could do that?
Yes, I can do
Why have
that.
I been not
Nope.
cursing immediately?
Still too early.
God damn it. Holy shit.
God damn. Can you just say every thing right now, Sean?
I did.
I'm just going to cut this all. First story? No. What's going on, boys? John, you're back. How was being stranded at the airport?
I mean, we were at the lounge, so we were just like, this is too late. The flight reschedule, so we just went back home.
No, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say that. There's no way they're staying that whole time there.
Hell nah.
They have like friends and family right outside the door.
Yeah, we just ate all the free food in the lounge and just went back. We're like, F this. We're not dealing with this crap.
That's fair. You did miss a good guess, though, John. Many people are calling him the White John.
Wait, sorry, are you white? I have questions.
That's what you...
I was shocked when you called him Asian. I mean, I didn't ask.
Sarby, if you're listening, let us know, please.
Subtle. It's very important to our audience, as you can tell.
I'm going Asian, Sarby. I feel there's a little bit of, twang in there a little bit. So we'll see.
Just like Keanu Reeves, you are ethnically ambiguous.
Ambiguous. Like when I look at Josh, motherfucker's white.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Sarby, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm a little,
It could
I have
be
questions.
something
I have
there.
questions. Maybe.
But no, he was great. Fit right in. And we
I thought
appreciate
you were
it.
going to say, but no, yeah, he was white. It's like, whoa.
I deemed it. No. But yeah, we appreciated having him on. He had some great
He was
takes.
a perfect co-host, to be honest.
Absolutely. He was. But yeah, is there anything you guys want to talk about before we hop into the episode today?
Oh man, speaking of your intro, Josh, shout out to this comedian that we went to on Saturday. Shout out JR De Guzman. That was one of his bits. He was just saying fuck ICE the whole time. We were like, yeah. And all the conservative people, you can hear them go, and we were like, fuck ICE. We're just screaming it out loud during the show.
It's crazy to me that people go to comedy shows. I guess they don't know who the comedian is. I mean, not that he's like overly liberal, but he's brown. You can expect.
Yeah. They're like, I watch Joe Rogan. They're all comedies all the same, right? They're going to make fun of minorities.
Oh, he was chopping the shit out of white people all night. And I'm like, this is my people. I love this.
Hell yeah. But yeah, it is crazy. If you are protesting, more power to you. We love to see it.
Stay safe.
Stay safe.
Yes.
Insane the reaction to the protest. It's like the response to it, I mean, from the government is just fucking crazy. Like from an outsider looking in on your country, it's just like, I think I've seen this story before. 80 years ago or something, whatever. I'm bad at math, but it rhymes with Smittler. I don't know if
Smittler.
Kanye West's favorite dictator of all time. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Anyway, with that out of the way, let's hop into the first story.
Let's do this.
That got rid of all the shitty people that listen to the show right off the bat.
Oh, thank God. Please get the fuck away
You
from
would
me.
think, but then they keep on coming
Yeah.
back, asking us to stop talking about politics.
Stop talking about it.
Kiss all our brown asses and Josh's.
Whoa, all.
You don't know what my ass looks like.
I mean, can we see?
Honestly, if we're being honest, all white of our asses are probably white as fuck.
Maybe, yeah.
I can't imagine the three of us are getting tans.
I am.
Down there? More kudos to you.
I mean,
brother.
I walk around. Oh, well. Anyways,
outside?
it's my house. What the fuck?
Outside the house?
I don't give a shit. Think I care?
All right.
Kudos to you, brother.
I have high fences.
Is that illegal?
Why
Or
would
is
it
that
be?
illegal? I don't know. I'm just wondering.
That's great.
You are privately in, like me, I have a park in my backyard. I feel like I definitely could not just walk around naked.
I mean,
Someone will get on the jungle gym and be like, holy shit, I think he doesn't have anything.
Well, that's kind of on them at this point, right? Why are you peeking in my fences?
Yeah, no, you're
Yeah, I
right.
don't know. That's
We've
true.
done stories like that where it's like, that's on you. It's on you.
That's true. That's true.
It's like 12 p.m. and it's like, why is the moon out?
It's so bright.
Oh my God.
All right, boys. Let's hop into the first story of the day, posted by C Archer 4991. Title is, Am I the asshole for taking unnecessary money out of my daughter's pocket?
Were you doing laundry or were you stealing money from your daughter?
There seems like steal.
I'm going to go with stealing too. I'm with Sean on this one.
Yeah, I'll go asshole.
Same.
So, I have a daughter, Emily, 16 female from a previous marriage. My wife, Sasha, has a son the same age, Mark, 16 male. Mark doesn't stay with us that often. He prefers to stay with his bio dad. That being said, when he is here, I find Mark to be a pretty good kid, polite and respectful. His dad decided to take a trip for work in the last few weeks of school, so Mark's been here for a bit. He's out of the house most of the time and doesn't take up too much space. He does kind of get grumpy when there's too much going on around him, especially noise. But for that, his favorite things are these expensive noise-canceling headphones, which he almost always has with him, which were a present from his dad. Emily's school has already finished, so she's home. The problem is that the room Mark is in sometimes has miscellaneous items put in it when he's not there, like a spare room. So it's like storage / spare room. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And therefore, Emily seems to think it's fair game to go through his stuff. I've told her to stop, but Sasha hasn't been taking it seriously, saying that most of Mark's stuff is easy to replace.
Huh?
Crazy to say about your own child.
Okay.
Wait, but that's his daughter going. Who's Sasha? Daughter?
Sasha's the daughter.
No. Emily's the
Oh, wait.
daughter.
Oh,
Sasha is
okay.
the like OP's wife,
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
mother to Mark.
I can see why he prefers to stay with his bio dad.
Yeah, so do I. So the big problem happened when Mark accidentally left his headphones in his room and Emily accidentally snapped them. And Mark found out when he came home from school and flipped. He shouted at her saying she was spoiled, loud enough that my wife and I heard him from the other room. Sasha wanted me to calm things down, which I did, but I also told Emily she's replacing them. Thing is, Mark's dad offered to have someone get him a new pair immediately and that it wasn't a problem. I said Emily would be paying him back, and I'm sticking with that. Emily and Sasha think it's unfair since Mark's dad can afford to buy 10 more. But
Hell no. It's the principle of you going through people's shit and breaking their stuff. Are you kidding me?
I can see where Mark's dad left Sasha as well.
Yeah.
But I don't think you get to break someone's stuff and not pay for it. Those aren't the values that I was raised with or what I want for my daughter. That being said, I do realize in this case it's kind of unnecessary and there may be a better way for her to make it up to him. So am I the asshole?
Hell no.
I think that's the best way to make it up.
I think so
And
too.
even then, it's not even, I mean, even when you replace something, especially something that's sentimental, it's not like it's even really made up. But I mean, at least you're trying.
It should come with that and a sincere apology
Yeah.
and a plan to make.
Yeah.
Like her promise, I'm never going to go in there, or like some sort of barrier that she can't just enter his room all the time whenever she wants.
I just wonder how you accidentally snap it.
Snap it.
I think it was an accident. Like she's 16. You know what you're
She
doing.
knows what the hell she's doing. It's not only that. Not only is this like the item itself, or just them going into the room and just not respecting the kids' boundaries. I hear, like, I'm someone who is always on a noise canceling. I hate noises outside.
Same.
Like every time I hear too much noises, I get way too overstimulated. So chances are probably I'm not diagnosing this person. Some probably sound like he has some like auditory, like, issues that he doesn't like outside. And sometimes I find a lot of comfort in just having my own headphones, not hearing anything else outside. So for them to snap that, it's also taking away his comfort level too, So that makes them doubly an asshole in my opinion.
Yeah, and I'm the same with the headphones, John. Like, it's distracting to me when I'm like listening to a podcast or like an audiobook and there's like, I can hear other things outside of it. I'm like instantly distracted.
I literally have 3 like lined up charged just in case, because I do not like noises out loud like that.
Just throw them in and I can only hear that.
I guess this is a point against the diagnosis. I don't have that issue.
Whoa.
I mean, it's different for everybody.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a
Okay,
one
I'm
size
still
fits
got
all
it.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So I understand where Mark is coming from, where that would be annoying to me if I didn't have that as well. I'd be pissed. So
Also, pocket watching other people's stuff is crazy work.
oh, your dad can afford it. It's like,
And who
so?
So like you need to learn and you need to have understanding there's repercussions to the actions that you do.
Absolutely.
Mhm. That's why she thinks everything's easily replaceable, is because the bio dad is, I guess, has the money to pay for it, but that doesn't, just because it's replaced, I mean, it's not your stuff. The
Yeah.
touch.
Yep. At the end of the day, it's not their stuff. Exactly.
So Reddit deemed not the asshole. And Sassy Pants 2306 said, I'm sorry, but there's no way a 16-year-old snapped headphones accidentally, especially good quality noise canceling ones. I think your
Mhm.
daughter knew exactly what she was doing. She probably knew the importance of them too. She should pay him back regardless. She should also apologize sincerely. And then all of you need to clean out his room. And while he's not present, it is locked. He gets the key, not the asshole.
16 ain't that old enough to work too? I'll be fucking putting some applications on that damn daughter. Be like, you better work, bitch.
Yeah.
How old is he again?
They're both 16.
Oh, they're both 16.
Yeah. But yeah, I do think it's like, yeah, you should probably clean out the room
Mhm.
and then put a lock on the door just for that extra sense of security for him.
Poor
I feel like
kid.
if I was him I would just tell the bio dad, like, I'm not going back. Like, I'm sick. I could stay at the house by myself. I'm not like a
Yeah.
child. Like, I'm cool to stay home and watch the house while you're gone.
And
Yep.
I
I
wouldn't
don't know
blame
why I
him
need to
'cause
go over there.
it seems like OP is the only one that gives a shit. Like,
Yeah.
his mom's
the
like,
bio
whatever.
mom not caring is crazy.
Yeah,
work, too.
he's getting the Cinderella. He's getting the stepchild treatment from his bio
Oh,
mom, which is
mother.
crazy. The stepdad is the one being like, whoa, chill.
yeah, we should treat our kids even fairly. Like, you know what I mean? And yeah, to not want to do that is crazy. All right. That one here, posted by Lazy Mathematician 823.
Hmm?
Title is, Am I the asshole for adopting a dog after I thought my boyfriend broke up with me?
Wait, y'all
Oh,
didn't
I
have
saw this title. I was hoping you'd read it.
Wait, hold on. Y'all didn't finalize if you guys were broken up or not? What's going on here? But also, it's good that you saved the dog, though. Congrats on you.
We have some stories that are like, we did talk for 6 months. And then he texted me and said, Are you ready to get off the break? What? We had zero contact for 6 months. You expecting me to just be chilling waiting for you?
I didn't want a dog. Cool. I haven't talked to you. All right. So my boyfriend was going through a tough time and said he needed a break. He said he was going to press pause on our relationship and go visit his family in Washington. I asked how you press pause on a relationship because I don't understand how that works. He said he needs some time to work on himself and asked me to respect that. After he left, I reached out to him a few times via text, asking him to let me know if he arrived safe and to say hi to his mom for me. I received no response. I tried to call and left a message asking if he had broken up with me. I came to the conclusion that he'd ghosted me, and my friends agreed. I was bummed, and my best friend recommended I find something like a new hobby or a new show to watch that wouldn't make me think of my boyfriend. I decided to get a dog. My boyfriend is horribly allergic to pet dander, so I never even considered getting a pet.
Die,
However,
I guess.
Since he broke up with me, I decided to get one.
Is pet dander your peanut allergy?
Like, die, I guess.
He's a senior dog from the shelter that needed rescuing. He's low energy and likes to lay his head on my lap while I read, work, or watch TV. After 6 weeks away, my boyfriend texted me that he was he was back and coming over tomorrow, which was yesterday, so that we could talk. You fucking nailed the scenario, Sean.
6 months, yeah. I mean, just because we've had a similar, I feel like we've read one or two stories that are like almost this exact
Yeah.
thing. Not with a pet, but just be like, I moved on completely with my life. What do you mean?
I was shocked and texted him back asking what he was talking about. He said he was back and ready to unpause our relationship.
Wow.
Yeah, hell no.
He said he would talk to me about everything the next day, and I texted back asking what relationship, and he didn't answer. Yesterday, he showed up and told me he had done a lot of self-examination and was ready to move forward on his life path. He even wanted to talk about moving in together. And then he saw my dog and started freaking out. He asked me how I could get a dog when I knew how sick he gets. I told him that since he broke up with me, I didn't think it mattered. He said he didn't break up with me.
We were on a break.
I said he ghosted me. He said he communicated with me, telling me he was pressing pause and visiting family. I said not answering texts is ghosting. We argued in circles, and then he said he had to leave because he was getting an allergic reaction, even though he was standing in the doorway, not inside.
Sucks to suck.
I feel like he broke up with me and it was okay that I got a dog. He says that he never did, and therefore it's a horrible act of disregard to have gotten a dog. Which of us is right? My best friend said I should break up with him because he's a jerk. I don't think I should have to break up with someone that I already broke up with. If I break up with him now, I'm basically agreeing to him that he didn't break up with me, and therefore I was an asshole for getting the dog, right? So am I the asshole?
Now, I'm with OP here 100%. I feel like, first of all, good on the boyfriend for saying that, hey, I want to take a break. I want to better myself. Cool. That's your prerogative to do that. Good on you for recognizing that you need to better yourself.
I don't think that was what he wanted to do.
I think he probably fucked around in Washington, right?
Yeah.
But I think when it comes to breaks like this, there has to be some sort of a better communication saying like, hey, these are the standards, or these are like the rules of our, like, you know, kind of break right now. Here's like the boundaries that we shouldn't be crossing, yada, yada. It has to be more specification, right? But homegirl got ghosted. She was asking and saying like, hey, what's the situation like? Are you okay? I'm even wishing you, like, you know, best of luck at your journey, and please say hi to your mom for me. And don't hear anything from this fool for like, what is that, 6 months, 6 weeks? I don't remember what the deal was, but you know, I would think that I got ghosted too. So, and she went on and like trying to get over the breakup. She ended up saving a life on a shelter. Shout out to people who can get senior dogs, because my goodness, I can't do it. If I know I have a almost 13-year-old dog with Chloe, right? And we have a running joke around the house saying like, when she's like deep asleep, we go like, Chloe, are you still alive? Like that type of morbid jokes that we have with each other. But like senior dogs, they deserve the love. They deserve to, knock on wood, go out peacefully, you know, like, and shout out to OP for doing that. It takes a great person, in my opinion, to be able to handle all those emotions. But yeah, dude, like from hearing this shit, you guys were broken up because he hasn't said shit at all. So I'm with OP 100% here.
Yeah. I mean, you ghosted. There is there's no, and even like if your plan was to like block the number so you could be like, all right, the break is happening. At least before you like send the block, be like, hey, you know, can't wait for this to end and we could, you know, resume our shit. I'm going to block your shit. And at least let them know like, okay, he has attention. I'm going to break up with him. Like, you can't just go zero contact and just be like, all right, I'm going to leave. And then not, I think it's crazy breaks in general in a relationship.
I was just about to go on.
I think
they're so dumb. And it's just like, all right, if you want to break, then break up. I don't know how else to, if you know, if for some reason you can't handle the relationship, then it's done. Because obviously I'm not going to fucking wait for your ass to be like, now it's convenient to be with you.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, life's not a fucking
You're
video
either with
game.
me or you're not. Breaks don't exist.
Yeah. It's like when your mom tells you to pause an online video game. It's like, I can't do that. It's like,
I'm going to get killed, Mom.
If I skip the cutscene, I'll never see it, Mom.
But yeah, it's just like, I don't know. Because if it's like, I need to work on myself, it's like, well, why can't you do that in the relationship? If that's truly what you want to do, like a support of a partner, or if you truly do need to like be alone and work on yourself, then break up. Because it's not like a partner is not just someone you can just
pause and unpause,
put on the shelf and then like come back a week later and it's still there. You know what I mean? Like they're living human beings with thoughts and feelings as well. You can't just be like, no, you wait and you put your life on pause for me. That's not how it fucking works.
Like how self-centered and like full of yourself.
That's what it is.
To just think that, you know, yeah, this person will wait for me when I haven't, like, not a word.
Yeah.
You know what's the craziest shit about that too? Him like being gone that long, all of a sudden when he comes back, I'm ready to take this to the next level. I'm fucking, you know, I want to go move in with you type of shit. This motherfucker cheated. He dipped his stick elsewhere and be like, you know what? I got that out of my system. I'm ready to fucking move on with you type shit, bro.
He definitely went home to bang some hometown people.
Absolutely.
And then come back.
Yeah, I have no doubt in my mind that's exactly what he did. And he didn't want to work on himself, quote unquote. So yeah,
he was working something.
And enjoy your new dog because he sounds like a sweetie.
Yeah, pet them for us, please. Thank you.
All right. This one is posted by Mountain.824. Title is, Am I the asshole for enforcing basic boundaries on my daughter's sleepover?
No.
Why would it?
Honestly, sometimes I don't know if I even want to have like if I have kids. I don't know if I want to host a sleepover or have my kids at sleepover.
That's fair.
I mean, I loved a sleepover as a kid.
Same.
Me too, because a lot of my other friends had more shit than I ever did.
I'm the same way, John. My buddy had like Nintendo 64, which we didn't have. That shit was the best.
Also, I slept on the floor growing up, so I don't like. What, are you gonna sleep on the floor with me, buddy, or what? Didn't even have a bed till I was 21.
I'm gonna be honest, we slept on the floor in a couple sleepovers.
Sleepovers for sure.
If that was to me, I'm like, you ain't eating my fucking food. You know how expensive groceries are right now.
All right. So I, 42 male, have 2 kids living with me. My daughter, Anya, 17 female, and my son, Noah, 14 male. Noah's mom passed away a few years ago, and I've had full custody since. He's had a rough go of it, but he's a good kid with his quirks. He's not antisocial or shy, but he does not appreciate having his space invaded, and when he's very upset, he can kind of shut down. Anya is much more outgoing and has a lot of friends. She asked to have a sleepover this weekend with 4 of them, and I said yes, of course, but given that friends who come over were pretty loud and have a tendency to crowd Noah, I told her to make sure they don't go into her brother's room, and also to keep things down after 11 so that the house can sleep. In my opinion, these are not strict rules. I think that's pretty basic.
That's super basic and loose ass rules.
Yeah. To my surprise, I came upstairs to check on them at about 10. They are 17. I didn't think I needed to check on them every hour or something. And they were in Noah's room. And they looked like they'd been there a while. 2 of them were literally sitting on his bed with him there, and one was flipping through his sketchbook, while another was messing with his other stuff, and they were all just kind of giggling in this weird way.
Hell nah.
Noah was clearly upset. He didn't say anything or move, but there were tears in his eyes, and he didn't respond when I tried to talk to him. I told the girls to get out of there right then, and that I was calling every single one of their parents. Anya was pretty upset with me, but I told her that I gave them 2 rules and they failed spectacularly. I did actually call all their parents and sent them home as soon as possible. Anya blew up, saying I embarrassed her. I told her to go to her room and that we would speak in this in the morning, and I spent about 20 minutes with Noah before he decided he wanted to cool down on his own, and I went back to my daughter, who chose not to speak to me. It's late, both my kids are hopefully asleep, and I'm left not knowing if I handled things right. So am I the asshole?
Hell no.
Hell no.
Maybe the best parent we've talked about.
Yeah,
I mean,
honestly.
You're being so reasonable. Those 2 rules are not very hard to, follow. Be quiet around 11 p.m. so the house can sleep, and don't go on other people's rooms, because that's invading their privacy and invading the boundary that they had. And as a sister, you should know that your brother is kind of like this, doesn't like being crowded. And you still let your friends go through, peruse with his stuff, and just breaking his you broke his trust.
Yeah.
And now they're making fun of him. Now they can probably weaponize that at that school, fuck up his social setting or social status there. So yeah, you were being a shitty sister, being a shitty daughter. Your parent had the easiest rules, and all you have to do is follow. Your friends got what they deserve, and those are the consequences of your actions, kid. You're gonna have to learn how to deal with those growing up. And you're 17. What the fuck?
One more year till you're an adult. You should learn to respect people's personal space.
For real.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Much more could be said. I mean, it's true. I don't get it. Why would you? I mean, I feel like with my sisters, and I figure a lot of people are like this with their siblings. Like, oh yeah, we can get into fights and we could do this or say this about each other. If my friend says something about my sister, I'm fucking him up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's simple as that. So I just don't, I could never understand where, you willingly let people, even if they're your closest friends, like, I don't know. I don't play around with that kind of stuff. So that would just enrage me. So I truly can't understand, like, yeah, let's all bully my brother together and all laugh in his face and fuck up his shit together.
It's like, don't you have better things to do at a sleepover?
Yeah.
For real.
Also, you broke your mom's trust. I mean, you're about to be 18, so I guess maybe you're going to leave anyways. But like, that's the last slumber party you'll ever get.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just, I don't know. I don't know why you'd go out of your way to, be a dick to your sibling. Well, I mean, I understand being a dick to your sibling, but invite your friends to be dicks to your siblings is
there's a difference between like bothering your siblings and then like tormenting them.
Yeah.
There's that fine line that
Yeah.
you have to ride. And I think
What's that like?
yeah, John,
You got a brotherhood.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just imagine it's one of those guys.
Oh, that's true. I was the asshole of the group. I was the instigator.
I was gonna say John might torment those guys.
Yeah.
But if somebody else tried to torment them,
We'll fight.
Yeah, there
Exactly.
you go. There you go.
Exactly
Okay,
right.
you
There we
understand.
go.
Yeah.
Reddit deemed not the asshole, and Skee-Ball Knight said, "Not the asshole. This is some of the best parenting I've seen in a long time, and I do this sort of thing for a living. You handled this perfectly, and your daughter needs to reflect on what you did to him in a safe space. If she can't understand, then let her know for the next week her room is open to the public for you guys to flip through her personal things with her friends. She is far too old to lack empathy, so don't let up or give in to her at all."
Man, that would be crazy if you invited 3 of your friends over
Mm.
and y'all just be like, hey, sit in the corner. You can't move. And then just fucking roast her journal and shit. That's adults roasting her too. That's crazy.
Oh, it'd be so funny.
Adults joining in. It's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. The parent and then her 3 friends.
Yeah,
Or their 3 friends. I forget if this is a mom or dad reading.
Dad.
Is that?
Okay, yeah. Him and 3 adult men just ripping her to shreds. Welcome to your
Taking
roast.
Tommy to prom, you fucking dumb.
Tommy sucks.
This is your man.
Tommy's kind of sus, bro.
All right, moving on to the next one here. This one is posted on our subreddit by a listener, I assume. Probably. I hope so. By Impossible _ Gene _ 3022. Title for this one is, "Am I the asshole for backing out of my friend's wedding after she asked me to do bridesmaid-type tasks without actually being a bridesmaid?"
Didn't
Oh,
we
we've
do
had a
kind of
similar
something
one.
similar to this?
So I'll say not the asshole.
I feel this happens
Did you
a
say?
lot.
Did you say it was a listener? Like a
Yeah.
Is it a personal story?
Well, sorry. I guess I don't know if they're a listener, but it is a personal story on our subreddit.
Oh,
Mm.
well, the stats say not the asshole,
Fair.
and I want
to
that
argue the
title.
numbers.
Damn it! Give me that goddamn title.
And I will say, you can tell it's wedding season because "Am I the asshole?" Like they're all covered in wedding theme stories.
Mm.
I'm like, we can do a couple of these. We can't do them all every week, but this one was a listener, so we had to do it.
Gotta.
All right, so I, late 20s female, have been close friends with Sarah for years. She's getting married soon, and I wasn't asked to be a bridesmaid, which stung, and I felt kind of silly because she would have been in mine, but I tried to accept it. Not everyone could be in the bridal party. But what's happened since then has been confusing and kind of painful. Even though I'm not a bridesmaid, a week prior to the wedding, when I asked about certain elements, Sarah informed me that she expected me to do bridesmaid-adjacent tasks, including getting ready with the bridal party, and in brackets, they're getting professional hair and makeup while I do it on my own, sitting at the crazy, sitting at the bridesmaids table, filming the rehearsal, and helping with setup and tear down for pre-wedding events. She also, and literally sitting at the bridesmaids table is crazy. That's
You
like-
got me fucked up, Sarah.
She also informed me that she removed my +1 a long time ago without telling me, which thankfully my +1 happened to cancel today. It's like she wants the help and emotional presence of a bridesmaid, but doesn't want to give me the actual role or recognition. She said she was doing it so I'd feel included, but it feels more like it's for her comfort than mine. And here's the kicker. The wedding is across the country. A year ago, she told me not to worry about the accommodations and that she's booked me a hotel room. A few weeks ago, she said she wanted to cover the costs. I appreciate that. Felt really loved because it's her weekend. Until I just found out I was expected to share a room and bed originally with 3 other people, most of whom I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought maybe the first 3 sentences, I'm like, I swear we've done this one.
Nope.
Sharing a bed with 3 strangers, that is a new low for a bride to suggest.
This detail was never mentioned, and now the area is fully booked, so I can't even find an alternative. I want to support her, but everything about this makes me feel like I'm only important when it's convenient and invisible the rest of the time. So so would I be the asshole?
No.
I think I'm no-showing, right?
Same.
Right?
Girl,
Like-
you are being used.
Yeah.
Like, I low-key don't even have a place to stay. I'm not, like, first off, I don't feel safe staying in one bed with 3 strangers.
Oh, you have a
That
place to
seems-
stay. Yeah, you just do head to feet, head to feet. You know what I mean?
I'm busting ass on everybody. I don't give a damn.
And John is the type of person where I'm like, yeah, I don't want to share a bed with naked John. So it's
You sure about that?
I'm positive.
Damn.
But yeah, I mean, there's no way I go to this wedding across the country. I was expected to do all this work, get no notice until a week ahead.
Cancel my +1.
That's
Cancel the
crazy.
+1 is crazy. Sitting at the table is crazy. You know, I get, I guess, asking for like breakdown and setup, but I mean, I feel like that's something that your friends ask you.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
what can I do?
yeah. Like I've done that at weddings where I'm like, yeah, can I help? You know, I mean, and I'm not talking a week before. I'm talking about months in advance. Like, hey, what do you need my help with anything? So yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think all of the asks are crazy. I think the time is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just all around like there's no, besides the fact that you're like, oh, this is somebody I like love and care about if you're that close to the bridal party. Besides that, there's really no plus to go to the wedding.
Nah.
You know what I mean? I feel like I'm just going to be in a bad mood the entire time. And then I have to fucking go and share a bed with someone who's ass out. You know what I mean? So just not a good time.
I would question the hell out of this friendship, first of all.
Right?
Yeah.
And you're going to say, oh, I want you to do all these things for me because I want you to feel included. Bitch, why don't you just include me if I'm going to be sitting with everybody, getting ready with everybody,
Yeah.
doing the shit? Why don't you ask your bridal party to be doing all that shit? Why don't you hire a damn wedding planner to be doing all this stuff for you? Bitch, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
You ain't going to give me the title? I ain't giving you no goddamn work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm showing up and eating the food, and that's it.
Honestly,
what
I
I'm
don't even want to
talking
do
about.
that.
No, but I mean, like, if
yeah.
is what you're expected as a
Yes.
participant.
Honestly, even if they didn't ask me to do anything and they just told me the room situation, I'd be like, I'm out. Even without all the other stuff. The bed, I think, for me is
That's crazy work, right?
Yeah. That's
three
insane.
strangers. You're putting me at danger. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, presumably there's someone they also know, but it's like I still don't feel comfortable spending the time with like random people I don't know.
Yeah,
I ain't getting ready over here. I'm not gonna, be on my nightly whatever the hell I'm wearing at night type of shit with people I barely even met. Hell,
Yeah, showering, changing, like all
For
that
real.
stuff. Yeah.
yeah.
And Reddit deemed our subreddit deemed not the asshole. And California Jade said, follow your inclination here and skip the wedding. Sharing a room with 3 people you don't know, along with everything else. Friendships sometimes just run their course, and it sounds like this one has passed its expiration date, not the asshole.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
It sounds like a college friend thing, and then they kind of just like, we're not thinking of you really at all until last second.
or even like a high school friend, maybe.
Maybe a high school friend. Yeah.
Who knows?
I'd rather me not be invited than fucking do all this extra shit, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'd
Actually.
feel less hurt.
All right, let's move on to the second last one before we hit the Patreon. This one was cross-posted by Writing Giraffe.
Finally, someone I know. Just kidding.
And this one is titled, Am I the asshole for returning the jewelry my husband gave me for our 10-year anniversary?
If it's ass, it's ass. I mean,
Fair.
He bought it for his mistress and you got recycled gifts.
Holy shit.
or if it's like something very obviously in the style that you don't like.
And you're just
then
Sean wasn't there for that live either, for that crazy ass ring, huh, John?
the wedding ring.
Oh, he's seen the ring, though.
Nancy
he's
showed
seen
me
the ring. Oh, okay.
She was like, "This is so obscene. This is so ridiculous."
Well, at least Nancy knows.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you at this point. It's 4 years in. I'm not going to listen to the goddamn show. What do you want from me?
No, I get you.
If you did an edit or if we had producers edit and produce the quality, would y'all listen?
There's times when I'm editing and I'm chuckling along, even though I know it's coming.
I'm sure I would laugh because I laughed in the moment when we recorded it. You know what I mean?
Anyway, this one goes like this. My husband, 34 male, bought me, 32 female, a beautiful necklace and earring set for our 10-year anniversary. He had it professionally wrapped and included 3 different types of liqueur-filled chocolates in the box. It was stunning, my favorite color, and I was so appreciative at the time and effort he took in picking out a set I would truly like.
Nice.
So far,
Why
Sean,
are you returning it?
Now what do you think, asshole?
I'm going with my guess. It was for a mistress originally.
I know how broken I've got you guys based on titles, just how crazy your guesses get.
I mean, that's the fun of it, right?
You got to be outlandish.
Here's the problem. During this time, my husband, we'll call him E, and I were struggling. Not only in our relationship, but with our finances as well. E would spend most of his nights out with friends while I was home with our kids. We had many disagreements about his drinking, partying, and late nights. Because of everything that was going on, I had to choose to take a break from alcohol. I knew I wasn't drinking, so I was somewhat disappointed when I saw the chocolates. Now, I've never been much of a jewelry person, but I was very happy with the set E got me. I had planned on wearing it the next day, but forgot it in the whirlwind of getting kids ready for school. E asked me why I wasn't wearing it that afternoon and said that if he was going to have to go hungry to afford the set, he hoped I would at least wear it. I immediately felt terrible that I forgot to wear it and that it cost so much. I asked him how much he spent, and it was enough to pay a few bills and reduce some of our stress financially. Knowing that and how my husband wasn't going to be able to eat lunch for the week, I didn't feel right wearing the set. During that time, he continued to ask why I wouldn't wear the necklace and reminded me that he wasn't able to eat lunch because of what it cost.
Okay, if you're gonna keep slapping it on her face, like,
That's what
brother,
I'm saying.
why did you get it?
Yeah. Well, it's also just like, wear it because I'm starving. It's like, well, then don't. That's so manipulative and shitty.
For real.
There's like not to get religious. There's like some sort of story. I forget the exact quote, but it's essentially like, if you're like out here broadcasting your suffering, you got your reward. You know what I mean? Like, you're not.
Damn.
Don't expect to get the reward in heaven for your suffering if you're already like telling everybody like, oh man, I'm suffering so hard for God. You know what I mean? So it's it reminds me of that. Again, not all of it is good. The Bible got some weird shit, but some bars are there.
That's
some bars
funny.
are there.
Now, this is where I might be the asshole. I took the set back to the store he got it at, told them I didn't like it, and returned it. It broke my heart to return it, but they were able to give me a full refund minus a small fee. I took the money and paid off a few of our debts and said nothing. With how little I wear jewelry, I had hoped he wouldn't notice after some time had passed.
All right. I agree with what OP did. I'm not going to lie. I do think it's crazy that you thought he would have noticed, but that's literally all he's talking to you about.
I have not eaten for 2 weeks. I haven't seen you wear it.
Why haven't you worn it? Maybe he won't ask. I think he's going to ask.
Why is my credit card paid off? Unfortunately, someone he knew was in the store and saw me return it. A few days later, E and I had a long conversation about how hurt he was. I apologized and explained why I returned it and how sad I was that he would choose to go hungry to get me something material. Shortly after, we decided to go to therapy together and things have gotten better.
Nice.
However, I noticed for the last several holidays, E hasn't got me anything. Not even a card. He says it's because I'll return anything he gets me. This has been a recurring disagreement between us where he says I'm the asshole. So Reddit, am I the asshole for returning the jewelry my husband gave me for our 10-year anniversary?
I will say it probably should have been discussed. You know what I mean? I think,
okay.
But I also get it because he didn't discuss with you. And then he's also shoving it in your face how much he spent on it.
I'm going to go even beyond that. He sounds like a piece of shit partying and leaving you with the kids all fucking
for sure.
Like, I don't fucking want his input on anything financial if he's out there partying and like not helping take care of the fucking kids.
Yeah. Especially when you're not financially set and you're not doing well.
Yeah.
You know how much a beer is?
Exactly.
For a cocktail. If you're getting cocktails, that's even more.
Yeah.
And especially if you're at a night out with your boys, maybe this is just my group, but people will take turns like buying rounds.
Right.
How many friends are there? Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Every time I go out and pay for a round, I'm like, what? We could just go home and do this exact thing.
We could buy
the amount that we spend on. Yeah, the amount of that I spent on this round, I could have bought a bottle.
Yeah,
and we could have just done this in someone's house. We all own homes. Now at this point.
So anyway, sorry, I was just interrupting you there, Sean, because I think your advice is true in a normal relationship where,
like if this was a good father and partner.
Yes, exactly.
And maybe communicate.
Yeah, communication.
Yeah, because he has shown, like, you do make he has shown not to
He
be
doesn't know
financially
how
smart.
to. He's not. Yeah, he's not financially savvy. He's fucking out drinking all the damn time.
Yeah.
When y'all got no money, when y'all struggling,
Yeah, and then buying some outlandish gift when you can't afford that shit. I mean,
it's crazy.
I'm with both of you guys here. I think Sean, like there's a part where I do like where it's like, all right, well maybe that conversation should have been had.
Sure.
But they did go to therapy, right? And he's still throwing that shit
Yeah.
out to her.
Yeah.
So like,
So
I'm
this
like,
motherfucker
it's not
ever
working.
learn? You
And
know what I'm
he's not-
saying? So
He's not getting her gifts or anything, like even a card or anything like that.
I mean, look at what Josh and Sienna does. They make little,
Yeah.
homemade shit for each other. Something cheap like that.
Yeah.
A gift doesn't have to be something like crazy expensive. It just has to come from the heart.
Yes.
Especially like it doesn't get much. Like, you could make your own holiday card. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's
That's what we do.
It's-
It's just like,
yeah.
so for him to do that, it's just like, it seems like he hasn't learned anything for therapy and he's
Yeah.
still using this as a manipulation tactic to be like, oh, you're the bad person in this relationship when it's actually fucking him for not doing anything and being a goddamn partner. Sorry. I read a lot of comments that were like, everyone sucks. And I'm just like,
Everyone's.
I
don't think-
I was losing my mind. I was like,
I think
come
for
on.
sure. Like, a conversation would have been, maybe preferred, but I don't think you did anything wrong, really. It's
Yeah.
like when you're down bad. I would do the exact same shit. Like I said, when I interrupted you in the middle of the story, I would have done the same thing, probably.
Yeah, it's not like she returned a gift and spent it on another gift, and that would have been an everyone sucks situation, in my
Yeah.
opinion. But like,
She paid off house bills.
yeah, the shit that you need to survive with children and a household and put food on your damn table. So I don't know. This guy fucking sucks ass.
Yeah, I agree. And like I said, it was a it was a bit of a mishmash of not the asshole and everyone sucks. This comment maybe hit it the closest. Bandicoot Flat 5838 said not the asshole with a small caveat.
Oh, I thought that was going to be our person.
Do Bandicoot?
There's multiple bandicoots.
There's multiple bandicoots out there.
Who could believe it?
Okay, let me get this right. 1, you are in a precarious financial situation and he goes out drinking and partying.
Mhm.
2, you share children together, but he goes out drinking and partying often.
Mhm.
3,
Mhm.
part of the birthday gift he picked out was something you can't/won't eat, which he should have known. 4, he spent money that he did not have to spare on an unnecessary gift. And in brackets, you said you aren't much of a jewelry person. 5, he repeatedly and without provocation told you something that was designed to make you feel guilty for a choice you did not make.
Mhm.
6, when you return the gift due to your completely reasonable sense of obligation to family responsibility and guilt about him missing meals, he made you feel terrible about it. 7, he now gets you nothing for holidays, not even a card, with an incredibly selfish excuse. You can't return a card or a night at the movies or a massage. How incredibly materialistic of him and incredibly pathetic that he is using this situation he created to excuse him never having to put effort into a holiday or recognizing you ever again. Absolutely ludicrous. He is being awful. The small caveat, I will say you are the asshole a little bit because you should not have returned it without telling him. You should have told him what you're going to do. You could have said, I feel so bad that you're missing meals and we have all these debts we're worried about. I can't tell you how much the thought of you putting in the gift means to me, but this clearly isn't a time for this and it means you are going to go hungry. I'm going to return it. Honey,
I will say this, knowing how shitty this guy is, I would be scared if you gave him a heads up, he'd just like fucking take it.
sell it himself and then,
Yeah.
not pay the bills.
So he sounds like maybe
well,
a
got
borderline
party money.
alcoholic.
Yeah.
So he was like, oh, well.
I still think this misses the point where it's just like, you're treating this guy like a child. Like, he should be a fucking adult and be like, I can't afford this. This money should be going towards our debts. Maybe the gift could have been like, hey, I paid off like a bunch of our debts and here's a card. Like something like that. Like I don't know what, like it could have been something as easy as that and taking stress off your plate. And on top of that, he's still going out and partying. So I don't know. I even hesitate to call her an asshole for this reason because it's just like,
No.
Even
just would have been
like her-
nice, but not even
Yeah.
necessary.
I was gonna say, even like the asshole-ish move she did, it's not even just specifically for her, it's for her whole family.
yes, exactly. So, and he's benefiting from it because it was his debt
because
too.
less debt. And this motherfucker's probably gonna rack it up again when he goes out drinking with his buddies.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah. I do understand the everyone sucks because of that, but it's just like I don't agree with it necessarily.
And they're not even close in like the weight,
No.
the gravity of, you know what I mean?
And I do, well, like we've been there where it's like a gray area where it's like 99% one person and 1% the other.
Yeah.
I don't even feel comfortable doing that in this one because I'm like, he just sucks so much that I don't want to give him that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to the last one here. Posted by Wall Score on our Discord.
Oh, go.
This one is titled, Am I the asshole for loving my first wife as much as I love my second wife?
This is a personal story?
Personal story submitted on Discord.
Loving more?
Yes.
Or as much?
Love as much.
Yeah. I think, that's fine. Like, we've had scenarios where the wife passed.
Right.
And the love is different and, equal. So I think there's a chance for where this is okay.
Okay.
What Sean said.
And this is our last one before we hit the Patreon. So if you want 2 more stories, patreon.com/Cultivate Podcast Network. Go sign up. Links in the description. Okay. So I met my first wife when we were in high school. We dated 5 years before getting engaged and married in 2020. It wasn't a big wedding, just a small intimate thing with immediate family and a handful of friends. She was and is the light of my life, the most important person in my life, and fills the biggest spot in my heart. We've shared so many first memories together. She knows me better than anyone, and I'd like to think I know her better than anyone. Fast forward to 2021, and I married my second wife. The vows we shared are deeper than any I could have hoped for. We had a big, beautiful wedding with all of our friends and family. I didn't think I could have had as much fun as I did that night. We danced, laughed, cried, and we ate. It was the happiest.
Time out. I'm confused. So
you're not.
His first wife got married. Okay, they got married with his first wife in 2020. And then 2021, he got married again?
Well, it's a whole year, John.
I know, but like, was there any split between the first?
I don't. This might be no disrespect, a Mormon wife type situation.
Could be.
Is your second wife
Was it the
AITA? No
sister?
disrespect.
Yeah.
He heard the podcast, was like, well, I got to find me a roach.
Was
Okay.
it sister wives?
Something
Oh, yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Wall score. Interesting. All right, keep going, buddy. Sorry. I got confused there for a little bit.
No, you're good. You're good.
And this isn't a personal story, right?
It is.
He said it was a personal story.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying, brother.
I didn't think I could have as much fun as I did that night. It was the happiest night of my life because I got to spend it with my beloved wife. While our first wedding was fun and memorable, our second wedding was what made it all better by being able to share the day with people who couldn't be invited to the first due to COVID regulations.
Second wife? I thought we said second wife.
Did he get married
Did we say-
twice?
So, Nikal in the Discord says, I'm confused. I think this is a sweet story saying that you had 2 weddings in the same marriage, one small and the other big, but just one wife, right? There's no second wife? To which Wallscore responds, yes, that's correct. Laugh my ass off.
Okay, then
Oh
you
my
lied
God,
in the
that's so-
title.
We jokingly call
Jesus.
each other our second spouse.
Okay. Well, then that's the exact shit I went to. You're wild for saying second wife. How dare you?
It sounds like they both call each other the second spouse as like a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I always say I married my ex-girlfriend, which is Julia.
That's good.
You're an asshole for fucking confusing the shit out of us, Wallscore. I know you just bought a new Steam Deck. You said on Discord, you better keep playing on that shit, buddy, because I'm gonna fucking fight your ass.
You know they both have ADHD and are confused.
I'm so lost.
We don't know for sure that both have it.
You're right. You're right. At least one of them does. Confirmed.
Confirmed.
And I deem not the asshole. No, there's no other confirmation.
Asshole Wallscore. You might be the
Par-
first, buddy.
Yeah, part of me wants to call him an asshole for lying to us.
Confusing.
But another part of me is like, I feel like we should save the first listener asshole for someone truly vile
Yeah.
and
Truly
despicable.
needs it.
And I feel like you don't deserve that title of being despicable.
Yeah.
I will
'cause
say
Even though we're mad at you.
I will say the only redeeming quality you had, Wallscore, is that you told us you recently became a rich. So I guess we can kind of forgive. Not even
But then
just,
we got to remember, you've been on the Discord for a while and you recently began. What's the deal with
you know
that?
what?
You had to pay for 2
You
weddings.
can afford a Steam Deck, brother. You could have got this membership a while ago, I think. Yeah, this has woken me up into a rage. I'm not gonna lie.
Go
More
on.
than anything else. No, I'm just kidding.
That were all I thought that was going to go. Sorry, Wallscar. I thought this was a wholesome story.
You asshole.
You thought wrong.
All right, that is it for this episode, Wikimaniacs. What did you think? Let us know down in the comments below. Give us a like, subscribe. And if you want 2 more stories, go to patreon.com/Cultivate Podcast Network. Or you can click join on our YouTube membership page. It's our regular YouTube page. You just click join. There, you join the membership. You get 2 stories every Friday and 1 extra story on Mondays, plus tons of extra bonus content. So go check that out. Boys, is there anything you want to shout out before we close out the episode?
Reddit on wikishop.com.
Yes, we got our Gaycation merch, which we are donating. I think we're officially donating to the Trevor Project this month.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. So that'll be going to the Trevor Project. So get your swag and get it for a good cause.
Oh, also join our Patreon because we will be doing a live stream. Also, YouTube membership here too. So we're going to be live streaming this upcoming Wednesday night, right, Sean? You going to be there?
Yes.
If that's on the schedule, I can't do the math in my head right now. But yeah, for sure.
Yes. So it's going to be a live stream for the YouTube members as well as the Patreons as well.
Usually 6 p.m. Eastern.
6:30 Eastern,
right.
5:30 Central.
Yeah.
Around that time.
Keep an eye out for it, but we will be live around that point. So
yeah.
check it
Yeah,
out.
25th.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But with that, thank you, John and Sean, for coming on and giving your takes today. Thank you, Wikimaniacs, for another amazing episode. And we'll see you on Monday. Bye.
Bye.
Get therapy.